Okay, my name is Paula Henry, and I'm the Instructional Support Specialist for Iowa Community College Online Consortium. Today, let's look at adding managed content to a new location. First of all, in order to assign content to another location, you must own the content or have editing permissions. The reason why I want to add content to a new location is because I've created a new assignment for my students in my spring course called Photos. It is not linked to my master course. So I want to make sure it's added to my master. And in that way, when it is time for my master course to be duped again for a future term, my master will be up to date with my current content. So let's go ahead and add my photo content to a new location, my master. I'm going to go ahead and click on Author, and then click on the content item, in my case Photos, that I want to add to my master, or my new location. You now should see Add to New Location button. And again, this button only displays if you are the content owner or have editing permissions. I'm going to go ahead and click on Add to New Location. You will now have the ability to select your term and specify a search criteria. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the drop-down box. It gives you lots of choices. I'm going to go ahead and click on my next master term. For my search criteria, I'm going to go by the course title. However, again, if you click on the drop-down box, you can put in your course code, your name, your course ID, your call number. In my case, however, I'm going to go ahead and put in Psychology and click on Go. Okay, you should now see all the courses where that you want to add the content item to, or you specified in your search criteria. And again, I only put in there, I wanted to put photos into my next master term. So my one course showed up. You can see right here it says 1 for next master term Psychology. I'm going to go ahead and select that. I'm going to click on Continue. You're not going to be able to have choices as to where you want to add your new content to in your course. So I'm going to go up here, and you can see I can click on the drop-down box and I can add photos to my course home or any one of my units that I've created in my master. I'm going to go ahead and select Unit 5. I now have the ability to select a name for my content when it is added to my master. Photos is not created in my master, so I'm going to have to add, you could click on the drop-down list and see all the names that you have in your course that you're adding the content to. And I do know that Photos is not added to my master. So I'm going to go ahead and add new name. I'm going to click on that. I'm going to go ahead and put in Photos, add content name. So now when I scroll down, I can see Photos. I'm going to highlight that. I'm going to add to Unit 5, the content item entitled Photos. Next is you need to determine how the content should be referenced from the new course. And as you can see, you have point to existing content, which means this. If I were to keep it to point to existing content, that means I'm going to link to the original piece of content. When I add Photos to my master, that means it's going to be linked in my spring course as well as my master. And if I make a change in my master or my spring course, I have the ability to add it to both items, to my spring and to my master. I also I have the choice of making a new copy of the content, which means I will make a new duplicate version of the content. This creates a separate piece of content with basically no further relation to the original content. So if I were to, for example, be in my spring course, make a little tweak to my Photos content, I will not be able to as well change that in my master because it is no longer linked. So when you make a new copy of content, you are breaking the link. I'm going to go ahead and point to existing content, because if I make a change in my master or my spring, I want to be able to make changes in both, and that way I don't have to go through this process of adding to new location again or so forth. But however, in a case where you might want to just leave it to be unlinked, just because maybe it's just a one-time assignment you're making, and after you use it this term, you're not going to use it again, and so therefore you don't want to put it into your master to be duped out to future terms. You also have the ability to hide this content from students or create a Dropbox basket if you are going to make it a gradable item. I, however, in this case, am not going to make it gradable, but I might hide it right now because I might want to tweak it just a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and add the content. And it does tell me that photos has been added to the one selected course, which of course was my master. I'm going to go ahead and click on OK. If I go back to my master, I'm going to refresh. Remember, I added photos to my Unit 5 in my master? There it is, photos. And I did hide it from the students, and so it does have the asterisk in front of it. And that's how you can add managed content to a new location.